Hi guys, my name is Austin. I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about life this past year. With the new year coming in, it kind of just brings back the thoughts of everything that I've been through and how grateful I am for life, friends, people around me. First of all, let's get back to the beginning. Last December, I went in to get a wisdom tooth pulled, and they wanted to do a biopsy for something that they saw in the back of my mouth. It turns out the biopsy came back the very end of December, and I was diagnosed with stage 2 non Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I wanted to start treatment as soon as possible. Since it was a blood disease and I have an autoimmune disease as well. So we didn't want to play with it. So I got in to see the oncologist, and we decided that we were going to go forward with EPOC, which is a form of chemotherapy. So we did. We started January 3rd was my first round of chemo, and I had some nausea. And wait, before we go that far, I did have a port put in. We got that done a few days before I did my first round of chemo. But so January 3rd, we started the first round of chemo. I was nauseous, but I was able to do this new type of chemo where you're able to do it from home. So I carried a bag around with me for an entire week, and I went to the hospital to have the bag put on a Monday. I went back Wednesday for it to be changed out, and then Friday for it to be taken off. The first round I was just nauseous. The second round is when I started to lose my hair and my eyebrows, and I was a little weaker. Um, the third round was pretty intense. I was dealing with neuropathy, and I was sick. I did go in the hospital because I had like mouth thrush, really, really bad. And it seems like the fourth and fifth were probably the same. I didn't really have too many well, I can't say too many side effects because I did. I had nausea, sweating, diarrhea, fatigue. I used to be able to walk like 4 or 5 miles easily, and at this point I could barely walk a mile. I could barely walk 2 blocks without being out of breath. I couldn't go up and down a flight of steps. Like, it took a lot out of me. It was really hard, but I had a great support system. Um, I had people by my side, which definitely made it easier. Um, the fifth round, I want to say, sorry if you see me looking to the side. My dog is like in the window playing. Um, yeah, the fifth and sixth. Well, the fifth round, we had done blood work and all my counts were looking good. Um, so we went on to the sixth round. Well, the fifth round, we also did a PET scan, and we were awaiting the results, but hoping that those results were going to come back and say that I was in remission. This right before the sixth round came, I did get my blood work back. I was finally in remission, and we were scheduling for stem cell transplant just to make sure that we got it all. So in May, yeah, May 30th, we did the stem cell transplant. I'm gonna do a full video where, like, I go in detail about everything. This is kind of just like, I have someone that is going through chemo, and they just ask, like, how was it? How long was it? So it's kind of just, you know, briefly touching on what I went through. Um, I am still, hopefully, still in remission. I go every 3 months to get blood work done. I go again the beginning of next month, so fingers crossed that we're still there. I will, like I said, I'll go into detail and have like pictures and stuff. This isn't what my content is like going to be about. Um, I just want to talk about it because a lot of people are asking. But yeah, like, comment if you have any questions. I like I don't have any problems talking about this kind of stuff. I mean, it is very emotional, and it is something that I do think about quite often because it's scary. I mean, I was 34 when I was diagnosed. Um, I found out I was in remission just 2 months before my 35th birthday. And don't get me wrong, the past 6 months have been me trying to get back to normal life. It's still not even remotely close to what normal was or is for me. I also just had COVID, and now I have an upper respiratory infection. So a lot happens because you don't really have an immune system anymore because I had the stem cell transplant. But yeah, these are kind of just how it's going. I was out of work for that whole time, trying to make things balance out. That was kind of really hard because I'm someone who worked my whole life, 2, 3 jobs, like. But I had people like my mom, my sister, my cousin. People like really stepped in and like was there for me, and that's a whole nother video, is like talking about the people that were there for me and the people that weren't, and feeling alone and emotional, and the nights that I would cry because I was afraid I was going to die, and different ways that cancer has changed my thoughts of life. Uh, I used to be so carefree, and now I appreciate things a little more. I appreciate me a little more. Sometimes we're such in a rush to just go day by day that we're not actually living, or we're not actually happy. And that's not fair. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to this subject, but people asked, so I figured I'd make a video talking about it. It's still hard, but maybe this is what I need to do to help me get over it, is to just talk out loud about it. Um, I am starting a YouTube channel, and it's going to be about like my daily life. I mean, I'm somebody that's very active. I love doing DIY projects. I'm in the process of fixing up my house. I have a dog. It's with me all the time. Hades, say hi, buddy. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I do. I love to cook. I'm always cleaning, making things pretty. I love decorating. That's my Christmas tree. But, yeah, I like to travel. I'm Austin. I'm crazy, fun. I like to think that I'm smart. I never did this because there are certain things about me that I'm self-conscious about, but it can't hurt. It can only help. And yeah. So if you want to get to know me or you want to follow along this journey, it's not over yet. We're still testing. We're going to do another PET scan soon to see if there's anything still in there. And then we try to move on with life, whatever that might look like. I mean, I'm still getting sick a lot. I'm still confused on who I am, who the new me is. Confused on where life is gonna take me, where I even want to go anymore. It's like I don't know who I am anymore. Cancer really changed me a lot. Like, one thing I am happy about is that for probably 15, 20 years, I drank a lot of alcohol. I went out to bars and partied a lot, and well, now I'm not that person anymore. So now I do a lot of sitting at home and working on little projects and going to different parks and taking hikes and living life. And yeah, if you guys want to come along, hit the subscribe button, please. That'll help me and it'll help be motivating to keep doing these videos. The first couple of videos are going to be very raw because I'm new to this and I'm not really sure about the whole editing and all that, but yeah, this is just a raw video, and I'm just sitting here thinking about my life, and the year's coming to an end, so it's like, what do I want to do? How do I want to get there? I'm thinking a lot about life. With cancer, without cancer. It's tough. And I'm sure a lot of people are there in the same boat. I mean, the holidays passing by. This is... I'm alone. You know, it's hard. I was always a person that loved to be around people. And now I'm a person that loves to be around themselves. I don't know. I don't know. So for now, I'm gonna call this video and try to get some sleep. And I'll post another video tomorrow. And I'll go through a bunch of my camera roll and see what I have. Pictures. I used to have beautiful blonde hair. And then I went through a stage where I had absolutely no hair. And now my hair's trying to come back. So, yeah. Thank you guys for sitting with me and listening. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to put them down below. And yeah. Good night, guys. Love yourself.